So look at methods in context, where you have to apply research methods to education. So they came up with this thing, pervert, the book did. So you have to look at practical issues, ethical issues, reliability, validity, representativeness and theoretical issues, and you always have to apply it to examples, which I'll go through as I go through it. So the possible practical issues you could get is the time and the cost. Will it work in the research setting as schools are closed off areas where access is restricted? Is the method a practical one for gaining information for the people being researched, such as working class families have poor literacy skills, so may not be good at written questionnaires, so an observation may be better. Or like young children lack the maturity to answer well. Is the method suitable for overcoming any resentment, resistance or hostility, such as you want to be comfortable asking people from anti-school subcultures, for example, and you need to put people at ease and build up trust. So, for example, unstructured interviews would be better than structured questionnaires when asking parents about their children, so they really give their true, honest answer. Is it practical for identifying samples? Is the funding available and is secondary data available? You also have ethical issues, as schools have a duty of care and confidentiality, and you also need to get informed consent. And it may be difficult to talk about sensitive subjects, like family circumstances. People may be unwilling to talk about them, and as the children, they're going to be hard to get informed consent from, so you need to get it from their parents. And it's also intrusive and harmful effects. So schools need to protect them from being vulnerable and psychological harm. For example, parents might feel guilty for being working class and not being able to afford the best book, so they might not want to answer honestly. And can you overcome these problems? And also are issues like deception, confidentiality. You need to use, such as keep the names anonymous by using initials rather than using the name. Another issue is reliability. So would other researchers who repeatedly get the same results? So if it's a deviant subculture, then another sociologist may not want to revisit that issue. And will the method produce reliable data? So statistics can save sociological research time and money, but they may not be reliable. And then validity. So is it true, valid and a genuine picture and information you're getting? So people may be subject to demand characteristic, the Hawthorne effect, where they don't give honest answers. So like on a questionnaire about how good a parent you are, you may be subject to social desirability bias and lie. So for example, young males who identify with an anti-school subculture may exaggerate their deviance to show how macho they are. And then representativeness. So can the results be generalised to the whole population? So probably using large-scale researches are better than small ones, even though they are slow and time-consuming. And then theoretical issues. So does the school of thought apply best? So like feminists are likely to use unstructured interviews to achieve closeness and empathy to interview who they're interviewing. And is the method likely to produce value-free objective information? So you need to remain detached and scientific, but then will you gain the best information? So all the way throughout these three, considering these and using examples, and you're most likely to get a 20-mark question and an item, you must apply to the item too.